What's going on YouTube? Red Light 5.0 here, and today we're going to be talking about why I bought an S550 instead of rebuilding my 3-valve or just getting another one. Because I want to clear this up for some of y'all real quick. So the number one thing that was a major problem with my old car was reliability, because it always ended up like this. Don't get me wrong, I love the car, okay? And I still do. I still love that car, but every time I walked to that car, there was always a 40-60 chance that that car would not start. There was already a 40-60 chance that a 40-60 chance that that car would start. You know what I mean? And that's a daily. That's my daily. I need to get to work, and I was manager at that time. And as a manager, I need to be able to get to my work with knowing that a car that I can have it. Now, I know some of y'all are gonna say, why didn't you just buy another daily? Look, I'm a college student, okay? It's not like I have like $5,000 just sitting in my bank account. I got stuff to pay. I got to pay for tuition. I got stuff to pay for, and while still trying to have something that I love and do my dream at the same time. College is my parents' dream. This cars is my dream, and also being a YouTuber, which is it's going well, kind of, not really, you know. But I know a lot of people don't watch S550 content, but I don't really care, because all I ask some of you to do is just wait until I get out of college and just wait till you see what I do with this thing from here. But reliability was the one thing that really was why I didn't try to rebuild it, is because also I was in the middle of a college semester. The other reason why I got a S550 instead of a 3-valve is because I kind of wanted something new. And I don't judge me. I love the body style of the 3-valve. Okay, the 3-valve body style is super nice. I love it, but I like it's like retro. It's like retro, a little retro modern, but I like how the S550 looks. I like how the S550 sounds. Personally, I like how my 3-valve sounded more. But again, the timing and everything, it's all about timing and stuff like that. It's all about timing and stuff for me. And for my car to get hit and stuff like that, for that to happen, was just like probably the worst possible timing that could happen for me at that point. And now some of y'all were saying you could have got a manual 3-valve or an S197. I don't know how to drive manual, and if y'all see the hill that I have to drive up every day, being like, you got to think about this. Being a new manual driver and driving up probably the world's steepest hill to get to my school every day, like, I'm just asking to have a broken transmission. And knowing me, full of stress and anxiety, I probably would stall it, because probably would stall it a bunch of times, because I'd be scared, oh my God, I'm going to stall and break my transmission, and I'd probably stall it. I actually was going to buy a 2014 5.0 S197, but unfortunately, I got beat out by somebody in Bakersfield. So the S550 wasn't even my first option. I was actually even thinking of getting something LS related as well. I was thinking of getting a GTO or a Camaro SS after it got totaled. But I decided to go with the S550 because it was available. It was available after looking for 6 months and going through a lot of depression. It was available. It was a decent deal. And I thought, why not? Let's go for it. And we got it. And I'm happy with it. Still got a Mustang. Didn't leave Ford gang. And you know, I'm kind of happy with it. Now, the third reason is because I definitely am going to own another 3-valve in the future. Because I honestly, before I got hit, I had a feeling my 3-valve might break on me. I pushed that car to the max. I was pushing that car to the limits at drift events and pushing that transmission to the limit. And it was going to be a matter of time before that car might probably blew up or something, because that car started to have transmission issues. I fixed the electrical problem and it was running fine, but there was still a tiny issue in the transmission. There was an issue with the lowering springs that started coming up as well. There were just a lot of issues. And with the S550, those kind of issues don't really come up a little bit. Not as much, at least, knock on wood. And then kind of the last reason is that modifying this car. Now, don't get me wrong. Modifying the 3-valve, there's plenty of stuff you can do to that car, okay? I'm not saying that you can't do anything with it. You can do plenty of stuff. I'm just saying that with the S550, I wanted to do E85 on my 3-valve, okay? But the process to do that was a bitch. And I was prepping my car for it, but then, you know, like I said, car kept freaking getting all effed up, and I kept having to take it to the shop before I can even start the E85 process. And to do E85 on that car, you'd have to do the fuel lines, you have to do injectors, tune, you have to do a whole bunch of other things. But on this car, you just need to do some. You can do the fuel lines as well. I suggest you do fuel lines if you're boosting and you want to do 85. But for some people just do the basic, and that's just 47-pound injectors and a tune, and apparently that's all it takes. And there's definitely also some certain modifications that will make your life easier on a 5.0 rather than a 3-valve, or modifications that, because for example, I wanted to supercharge my car. I wanted to hear a supercharger whine, but unfortunately there were not many brands that made a 3-valve supercharger. Edelbrook still makes a 3-valve supercharger, but some people told me I'm not even making 500 with my Edelbrook yet. And I tried to go for Whipple. Whipple wasn't making it yet. I tried to go for Kenny Bell. Kenny Bell said they didn't have any in stock. But for S550s and S197s, they are still making it. They got VMP, they got Whipple, they got all kind of brands of superchargers. But I just want you guys to stick around and wait till I see them here. And I also have one more announcement for you. After college, if I have the money, and I'm pretty sure I will, if I have the money and stuff like that, I'm probably gonna get a bunch of crap from my parents, but I don't care. I'm pretty sure my 3-valve is still out there in the bay. It's still sitting there. I will try and rescue it. I'm not gonna have a rear bumper on that thing, and I'm gonna try and fit a trunk on there. I mean, it's totaled all the shit, but I'm gonna see what I can do in a couple of years and see what happens. If I end up fixing that thing, like, it's not gonna be a rear end or anything, but if that thing, because it's drivable, it's just like, you know, trunk doesn't open, the whole thing's fucked. The whole rear end is totaled. There's the side's totaled and everything. It just might be a drift bucket. It might just have to be a drift bucket, and we'll bring that to the track or something. Get the drift kit on there and see what happens. But if that's not available, I will buy another 3-valve, paint it Legend Lime in honor of my old one, and because I do miss that 3-valve, and I do miss owning a 3-valve. 3-valves are awesome, but you know, there are reasons that people, there are a lot of reasons and a lot of complications that went into the decision of buying an S550 and not fixing my 3-valve, even though it was totaled, or buying an S197. It's not like there's a lot of options, and it's not like I had a lot of money at the time. I had to work. You have to work with what you got, and what was available, best available at the time was this. I'm also trying to film and do a lot of collabs, but I always get so nervous with asking people, because I know, like, the worst thing they can do is say no, right? Or like, nah, I'm busy, or like, you know, I rather only film with people that are like a lot more bigger YouTubers. And I get that, I totally get that, but I don't know. I'm just always scared of asking. I get so nervous to ask people, but I'm trying to stop being a little bitch and just fucking ask, and then fucking ask. They say no, whatever. But you know, I hope I can get more content out for you guys. I appreciate you guys for watching. Like, share, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.